Let's first see how traditionally we look at the change in open interest. If you want to know a change in open interest of any company, let's say Infosys, get into Infosys, and then you have to access the derivative section, get into option chain, and then you scroll down. And the very interesting aspect is the maximum open interest among the call option is seen around 1600 strike with 9000 contracts, 9000 odd contracts. And among put options, the maximum open interest is at 2300 contracts. And we see there is a negative change in open interest. And among call options, we see again a negative change in open interest. But the point is, we couldn't visualize much out of it. It is very difficult to say the support is getting stronger or weaker. So how do I get it by crunching 150 or more companies to see where there is a tradable opportunities? That is where we recommend you to consider taking this option chain filter with a very interesting filter called notable support. And here you see there is nothing called notable resistance at this moment, but I'm going to tell you what is notable support and notable resistance in a few minutes. Okay, but the reason why we are not getting a notable resistance is nothing is actually matching on that criteria. So by tomorrow, if any stock matching the criteria, you will see automatically that particular pop-up comes in. So if I get into this notable resistance, now when I scroll down, I see just three companies having a part of notable support. But then what do you mean by notable support? Probably you can use this particular video as a reference to understand what notable support at X is in terms of option chain filter. It is a combination of the price behavior, change in open interest, and it talks about the validity of support. So let me take one company here. So if you click on to the name of this contract here, it takes a new tab by which it will visualize the change in open interest along with the changes in price. So what exactly this particular data tells you? On at the bottom of the screen, you see there is an axis by which you can scroll back. So by going back forth, you understand the changes in open interest along with the changes in price and for the various dates. So if now the state is on 19th December, but if I move forward, it becomes 20th December snap, and then it actually becomes the 21st December and then 22nd. The point what we try to convey out of this is, if I roll back, okay, if I roll back, try to understand on 12th of December, it is pretty clear that the resistance were at 2700 because the blue lines are the length of the blue line indicates the quantum of open interest we see at various strike price, and the red line talks about the put option open interest. So if you look at 2700 had the maximum open interest, so that's why we said this visual tool makes it much easier. But the point is, you were able to come to a company called ACC, which is one among 150 companies, and interestingly with one filter called notable support. The point is, on 12th of December, and if you look at the 13th December, the price further moved on 12th, 14th December, the price further moved, and you see that the resistance, and you can notice that the open interest started losing a bit, but still it is not taken for a toss. And then when it become 15th, as the price started going down, so you see like how the open interest is changing with respect to the price behavior. This actually let us know. So, and if you look at the most recent days, can you see that when the prices are actually reaching the support level, the open interest is still increasing? That shows that at 2500, open interest is actually gaining, although the markets are actually going down. That actually tells us that 2500 going to act as a typical support, that the market is quite likely to bounce back. But if it breaks, then you see a short covering rally to happen. See, support becomes a meaningful support provided there is some concentration behavior happening. And we see some sort of concentration behavior happening here. This way, it can help you to visualize a lot of things in a smart way. I hope that this tool really helps a lot. And if you want to know how to get this particular tool again, I can tell you that it begins by getting into equsys.com, and you can go to a section called apps. There you find EQSIS Primer, and underneath you see a research tool. There you have a second called derivative scanners, and there you have a option chain analysis. And if you wish to go to option chain charts, you can actually go for option chain charts as well. But do remember, this particular tool at EQSIS is the outcome of our research activities. So if you wish to be part of our research activities. If you wish to be a Prime member, okay, do subscribe when it actually shows you a pop-up, because most of the features are actually free to use. But if you wish to have a complete access without any pop-up blockers, I do subscribe our yearly plan, which comes at a very nominal cost of just 5,000 rupees, and that too for early members. We are actually giving away a 30% discount. So if you wish to redeem 30% discount and take an advantage out of it, make use of the coupon. You will find the coupon in the description. I hope it's worth spending a time, and the money what you pay will definitely save some time in doing research. And being a Prime member at EQSIS, you may get early access in testing our beta products that can have more connection between you and us in terms of working things in more detail. Hopefully, you find our journey very useful and wish to have a very long term relationship with you. Thanks for joining in.